Hey, One Stop Co-op Shop fans. We got another co-op playthrough here. This time instead of my 6-year-old, I have my wife, Venessa. She's the illustrator for Salvation Road, one of me and Peter's designs, so go check out her work there. And then also she did the animation for my 5 and 5 videos, and her website and stuff is all on there. She does amazing illustration and animation and lots of cool stuff.
Thank you, honey.
She's awesome. Today we're looking at another one we got from Gen Con, just to be transparent. This was given to us. This is the Sherlock Files, which is a mystery game that I've not played yet, because once you play it, you're done. It's from Indie Board and Cards. This is a demo deck that I think you can only play at cons. Nice thing about that is if you like the look of the game, we're not spoiling anything for any of the products you might buy. So if you think this looks cool, I'm not sure if these are out yet or not, but you can go check out. I think they'll have actual releases pretty soon. You get a pretty quick little rule book. And basically we're trying to solve a mystery. We've got a deck of cards we've randomized, a number 1 card that starts in play, and then some more kind of instructions, this kind of leading you in stuff on that card. So we do get a little bit of a piece of intro text. This case is called Whereabouts Unknown. Now, weird thing real quick about the theme, I'm not quite sure about this, but it's called the Sherlock Files, and you're trying to beat Sherlock Holmes's score in the game. But it's got like 911 calls, so I guess maybe we're thinking about like Benedict Cumberbatch, modern day Sherlock. I don't know.
Scotland Yard.
Okay, so we got a little script to read. That's our introductory, introduction to the case. So you want to be the operator or Nuria, sweetie?
I can be the operator.
Okay. So this is a recording of a phone call to 911 emergency on Friday, August 31st at 13:06, which I guess is 1:06 p.m.
911, what's your emergency?
Hello, someone broke into my apartment. Hey, you gave me the woman. What do you want me to do? Everything is upside down.
May I please have the address?
25 West Street, Boston. Oh, I can't do Boston. Like Channel Goodwill Hunting here. 25 West Street.
Oh, God, you're going to offend somebody.
25 West Street, Boston. There we go. Let's do no accent at all.
Are you inside or outside the apartment?
Inside.
Do you think there might be someone else inside?
I don't know. I don't think so. My husband isn't here.
Shouldn't he be there?
No, he left for New York this morning, but his house key and mobile phone... Somebody in Boston say that? I don't know.
Mobile phone?
It doesn't make sense. So his phone and key are there, sorry.
Calm down. What's your name, please?
Can I be an emotional wife? Why do I have to calm down? Jeez. Nuria. My name is Nuria. No last name.
Okay, Nuria, stay where you are. There's a police car on its way.
I guess that's us. Are we the police car?
I have no idea.
So,
Why
here's how
should
the rules.
the husband be home?
I think... It says, should he be there? So she's saying he's not there, and she's saying, like, should he be there right now?
Yeah, I was like...
That was a... So, the way this will work, and, I'll try to zoom in, but I'll also show you over here. This is what the cards look like. And so this one says, Julian Rhoda, 46 years old. And note that this is in a little box with a paper clip. We are allowed to share this freely because we're going to have cards in our hand, but we won't be able to show them to each other. We can discuss the stuff in the paper clip freely. Each card also has a number. I don't think that's too important except for seeing how you did at the end. And there'll be images, there'll be like writings, kind of like things we found. So the basic idea is, and this is all like on the deck of cards. This reminds me a little bit of Hanabi, by the way, sweetie, so hopefully you'll like it. All right, so we're each going to start with 3 cards. And we can't show these to each other. They will have... Here, I'll show you an example that Venessa can't see. So you already saw how the Julian Rhoda card, which I'm guessing is the husband, has a little paperclip. We can share anything on a paperclip freely. Additionally, a lot of the cards will have underlined text, as you're hopefully seeing this example right here. And we can share anything that is underlined freely, but we cannot discuss or share anything that is not underlined. So how the game goes, it's very simple. We got this whole deck of cards. Some of the stuff in here is total red herrings, has nothing to do with the case of this missing husband. Some of the stuff in here is very pertinent to the case. And we take turns making choices about the cards in our hand as we discuss things. So on my turn, I must either play a card face up. That's me declaring that is important in the case. And once it's face up, we can clearly discuss everything and I can read the card. So right now, Julian Rota, the missing husband, is face up. or I can decide this has nothing to do with the case and put it face down. So basically, the case at the end is going to tell us like what the correct solution was, and going to tell us which cards were actually pertinent and which ones weren't. And we get points for getting cards that were correct face up. We get points for putting things that were not correct face down. We lose points if we kind of mess that up. We're trying to get the highest score possible, but also, of course, solve the case. And like a lot of these games, you have some questions at the end. And by the way, I haven't actually done this before because, again, this is the only thing we can play, and once we do it, it's done. And after you play a card, you draw a card. And here's where kind of the Hanabi-ish thing sort of feels to me. You can either play a card face up or play it face down, and then you replace a card, and then you can only share certain information.
So I can share this with you. Of the things that he has recently opened on his phone, there's Boston hotels, there's countries without...
This is all underlined stuff? You can only share stuff that is underlined. You cannot summarize anything else on the card.
Even if it has a paper clip?
Oh, if it has a paperclip, yes.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't see the cards. None of mine have any paperclips on them.
Julian's mobile phone shows that he has searched for Boston hotels, that he's searched for countries without extradition treaties.
What the heck?
Just leave that tab open. He's also looked for basketball results and Takanamori, which looks like a Japanese cartoon.
So
there you go.
If you live in Boston, why do you go to a Boston hotel unless you're having an affair? Maybe.
Well, I don't know. Do extradition treaties have anything to do with...
That seems way more serious.
So Nuria talked about an old suit.
It's okay. Okay, great.
And so when it comes to these underlined things, am I allowed to provide the context surrounding the underlined thing?
That's the entire point, I think.
Okay, so Nuria, old suit, to sleep.
What? Okay.
Or rather, Nuria, to sleep, old suit.
Okay, let me do some of mine. So, Julian's boss is from Julian's boss, and Julian wanted to be absent from work. So,
well then,
taking a leave.
Julian Airport.
Okay. I mean, if you want to take the first turn, if you like, some of yours sound like they're definitely pertinent. You can just put it down, and you can then we can freely discuss the rest. So if you put one down, just read it. You want to take the first turn?
Yeah.
Because I have some that I have no idea what the heck they're even talking about, so I definitely don't want to put those down. Oh, and I forgot one thing with the rules. You need to have 6 cards face down before you can finish the game, and you play until you go through the entire deck. So you can't just say like everything's pertinent. You have to have discarded at least 6 cards, and once you discard a card, you can never talk to me about it again, and I can't see it ever.
Oh.
So we'll be pretty sure it's not for anything.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to put a card down because I feel like that's...
Why don't you read it for them, just in case the overhead doesn't zoom in too well?
All right. So it is a clipboard from Policia. I feel like that might be important. Julian's car has been recorded by the parking cameras of the airport. He went in at 10:50 and left at 11:32.
So that's an hour and a half. He left the airport an hour and a half before his wife called. Okay, and she said he left for New York this morning.
Mm-hmm.
But his house key and mobile phone are here. So maybe he went back to the house after he left the airport, right? Because you would think he would have had his mobile phone.
Yeah, he clearly didn't leave the country, or I'm sorry, leave the state or the...
But what I'm saying is I think after he left the airport, he went back to the apartment, and that's how his keys and mobile ended up there. He would have needed his keys unless he had a taxi to the airport.
Oh, yes. No, yeah, that makes sense.
So, by the way, mine mentions a lot of stuff I don't understand yet.
Okay.
I have a mention of Martina's mother. I don't know who Martina is.
Okay.
I have a mention of Isaac Ferrer's family and Martina's father.
In the fact
I think the Policia stamp, because I have a few of those too, is supposed to be stuff that has been uncovered by like the police doing an investigation.
Yes, but what I mean to say is there something in the fact that this is Spanish? Policia is... No, and hold on a second. Hear me out. Because what's the name that you just mentioned? Who's this other person?
Oh, Ferrer. Does sound like maybe. Okay. I don't know yet.
And
Because I think this design sounds like it was by Spanish designers. And then it was
do you think that
translated,
might
so they
be-
might have just left it as Policia. So,
all right, never mind then.
no, but you might be right. It might be very important.
Because,
that we
well,
just
I
have
mean,
no
we've
idea.
got the thing that says countries without extradition treaties, and I don't know if Spain.
Yeah, well, I think Spain would have an extradition treaty with us, right? Wouldn't it be like something like not in Europe?
I
I don't know.
Well,
Oh, wait, I'm going to play this down. So Julian's boss declared lately has asked for permission to be absent from work several times to prepare for the wedding.
and visit his brother.
So there must be a wedding. Maybe that's why he was going to New York to go to a wedding of some relative, maybe his brother.
Right
Maybe
then.
his best man for his brother. I don't know.
Okay, all right, cool.
Oh, Julian and Nuria, children. My cards are the worst until I don't really know what's going on.
Should I tell you what's on mine?
Yeah, if you got a new one,
the
sure.
New one. So, fired. Cleaning lady.
Oh, he fired a cleaning lady. That doesn't sound pertinent, right?
No, I don't think so.
Wait, if you have a card you think is...
Yeah, this is pertinent because...
Yeah, Julian, definitely. The mobile phone?
Yeah.
So, yeah, okay, so we got Takanomori. I don't know what the heck that is. It's like a little dog eating a leek or something. Countries extradition treaties. Boston
A
hotels.
leek?
No, like a leek? I don't know, like a grass stick?
I don't know.
I'm going to draw a new card,
Okay.
sweetie. I think this has
Ooh.
nothing to do with any... Oh, but maybe it does. Crap.
Oh,
Oh, you want to share something with me? Maybe it'll make one of my cards matter more.
I don't know, but it says... Well, first of all, it's the lock screen of Julian's mobile phone.
Are you allowed to say that?
Yes, it's
Oh, okay.
paper clipped.
Oh, okay. Wait, how do we have his mobile phone and then the lock? Oh, like the lock screen when you're trying to log into it or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay.
But there is a text message from Mom saying, "Call me. We need to talk about how we're going to do it on Saturday."
You can read that whole thing to me?
Yeah.
How can you read the whole thing to me?
It's the paperclip.
You read what's in the paperclip.
Oh.
You read what's in the paper. Well, just make that the next card you play. It sounds important. All right, so I have one that I don't know if it's important or not, but I'm... Well, actually...
You
know what?
literally only read what's in the paperclip?
Yes.
But
yes.
then
So you can just say, I have Julian's mobile phone, and we can discuss whether that's important enough for you to put down.
so then I say, like, I have
So far it doesn't hurt us.
another Julian's mobile phone.
So I know something about a lawyer and Javier. Javier. Okay. Anyway, so I thought that was not pertinent. I'm probably wrong.
All right.
So why don't you play that card that you already told me everything about?
Sorry.
It's okay. No, I clearly didn't explain the rules well enough. All right. So Mom,
and
call
there's
me.
a timestamp on it.
How we're going to do it on Saturday.
So this was on Wednesday, the 29th.
What day was this? Friday. So clearly he was flying out to the wedding.
Mm-hmm.
And it must be a surprise. I don't think there's anything nefarious, right, about the mom like going to do something.
No. How we're going to do it on how we're going to do the thing on Saturday.
Like maybe surprise the brother who's getting married, if it is a brother.
And
If we
maybe.
get a new card. Get a new card.
Right, yeah.
All right, I think this one is also not useful. I don't know.
Shall I share what I just got?
Sure.
All right. Underlined words. Martina.
Yeah, I have something about Martina too. Martina's father.
Prison.
Oh wait, no, I can't say. Okay.
Julian.
Julian prison.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna put this down.
Oh crud. Okay. All right, I think this is probably pertinent. I don't know. So I'm guessing that's Julian and his brother
Mm-hmm.
because I got rid of that card, so I can't say that, I guess. But yeah, I think that's Julian's brother,
Mm-hmm.
which again I'm assuming is who's getting married, especially if the mom is trying to set up something with him for like this weekend.
It's coming together. Something's coming together. Okay.
Okay, the apartment is missing. Where'd it go?
Hold on a second.
Maybe to Boston. Okay. Don't share more than you can share, unless you want to put it down. I mean, if it's crazy, just put it down.
Well, I'm gonna put something down, but I think I have two somethings.
Oh, okay.
So one will get put down, and the other one I'll just say.
Okay.
Okay. Javier. Prison sentence.
I know that. already.
Okay, then I'm going to put down whoopam.
You want to read it?
Martina declared, "My father has spent half of his life in prison. That's why my uncle Julian is like a father to me. So Julian is going to the wedding, I bet, to walk a certain someone down the aisle, while the dad is in prison."
Oh, Martina. So I didn't know who the hell Martina was.
So
or who
Martina
the heck-
is Julian's niece.
Niece. So, the brother's daughter,
Mm-hmm. Is getting married.
and he's been in jail.
That's right.
So he was going to act as the father of the bride, basically.
Correct.
Okay, get another card.
Okay.
Okay. So why would he not go? What would stop him from going to the wedding?
Oh boy.
Extradition? Like, was he looking up extradition for his brother?
Oh,
Alright, so this one seems important.
Okay.
So I'm going to put it down. It says, according to Nuria, the apartment is missing some cash, Julian's papers, some clothes, and a suitcase. Now that I read it, that seems totally unimportant because that's the exact stuff you would take when you were going on an airplane flight. But
Yeah.
okay, maybe I didn't need to put that down.
But wait a second. Remember, I drew that other card that was talking about firing the cleaning lady.
New cleaning lady. New cleaning lady. Dun dun dun.
The plot thickens.
Maybe it does.
Okay, all right. So I got another paperclip thing. Julian's office.
Great, I already had that.
Okay, but
Julian. Julian's a cool name. We should have named our kids Julian.
ooh, okay. So I could put something down.
Yeah, I'm realizing if I put it kind of more in the middle of the table, it'll be easier to get a nice horizontal shot without cutting off the corners. Yeah.
Javier is carrying out a prison sentence due to drug trafficking and criminal organization. He has 10 years left.
Ooh.
So,
Was Julian innocent, or did he have anything to do with his brother?
I don't know.
They looked pretty close when they were kids.
Julian y Javier.
Okay, here, this might be important. Okay, so it says, according to Nuria, Julian and the lawyer did everything they could so that Javier could attend the wedding, but his prison furlough was denied. What if they maybe tried to break him out of prison to get him to the wedding?
Could the mom be in on it? She's like, let's
Saturday
talk
we're
about
gonna do a jailbreak.
how we're gonna do it. We're gonna use it.
That'd be awesome. Good job, Mom.
I'm gonna slip him a nail file, and he's gonna he's gonna Shawshank Redemption himself out of it.
U.S. passport. Passport.
Oh boy!
Extradition.
Here we go. Martina. Julian's car. Left.
I'm not sure how I feel about the whole underlying thing. I feel like we can just play cards, right?
I mean,
Yeah, let's just play a card. I don't even feel like discussing what's the random non-important information in my hand anymore.
know,
I know what I want to play and not,
Yeah, right? I mean,
new cleaning lady, does that bring up any major red flags with you?
I don't know.
Here, put it up.
Julian's office. This is the invitation to the wedding.
Martina Rota and Isaac Ferrer. I'd heard about Isaac.
Yes,
It's a wedding.
And it takes place on Saturday, September 1st. And then, I don't know.
Okay, so it is the next day. So it was going to fly out to the wedding. Does it say where it was? Nope.
Nope.
We got to assume.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, she said New York. She said he was flying to New York. So clearly the wedding was going to be in New York.
Right.
You want to say it to me before I play?
Yes. Isaac Ferrer is getting ready for
Wait, you can't read it to me?
I thought we decided we were going to...
No, I'm saying let's not care too much about discussing what's underlined and just play the cards because it seems like a waste of time to... Yeah, I'm not saying break the rules of the game.
Okay, Isaac Ferrer, public examinations.
This might be important. Nuria declared, I'm sure Julian hasn't left willingly. He couldn't even leave the U.S. because his passport expired 6 months ago.
Is that why he left? Like maybe he went to the airport and was like, oh crap, my passport expired.
Well, no. Well, I mean, she said, do you need a passport to go to New York City? You shouldn't, right?
I'm getting so mixed up by the whole policia thing.
No, we're in Boston. We're going to New York City. Forget the policia. We're definitely... I think there's nothing... Yeah, I think it's just a... This is the demo. It was at Gen Con. They didn't quite get their act together yet. It's okay.
All right, no, it's fine. Okay.
Ooh, I got something from Nuria's mobile phone.
I think this might be pertinent. Here we go. Isaac Ferrer is getting ready for the police public examinations.
Oh, okay.
I mean, right?
I don't know. No. Everybody discard 3 more cards.
Julian's or
Yeah,
Julian's.
this might be important. So this is a
mobile
message that Julian sent to Nuria.
Okay.
Remember, I'll be at this construction site in New York until Monday. Tomorrow, I'll go straight to the wedding, but I'll only be there a short time. I already have the suit.
Which we have established is old.
Why does he need a specific suit? Like, is it a
I
suit
don't
of
know.
significance? Is it his brother's suit from before he went to jail for his criminal organization activities?
I don't know.
Julian works.
There's something in the... Oh, okay.
Julian works. He has a job. He's gainfully employed. Thanks, card.
Alright, I'm going to put this down. Martina declared, this morning around 10, I saw Julian's car stopped in front of my house. I went out to welcome him, but he started the car and left.
Wait, so does Martina not live in New York? When did he leave the airport?
I don't know.
Is the wedding in Boston? Where's the wedding? Why don't you give me an address?
What even is happening?
What kind of RSVP is this? You don't even know where to go. It has a picture of a thing on a map and a red circle with rings in it.
I know. Alright, so he went in at 10:50.
So I guess Martina lives in Boston.
So he's like...
But he said, I'll be at the construction site in New York until Monday. Tomorrow I'll go straight to the wedding. But he's flying out Friday.
Wait, okay, so he said Friday
Tomorrow?
that he would fly, that he'd go straight to the wedding tomorrow.
Which would indicate that the wedding's in New York if he flies out to New York on Friday.
Yeah.
Unless he's coming back to... I don't know, man.
But then why is he looking for
No,
Boston?
I'm getting rid of this card.
Why
Okay,
is he looking for Boston hotels? It's so...
Does they not live in Boston? Maybe we assume they live in Boston. Where do they live? No, she lives in Boston. She lives in Boston. I'm so confused. So confused, Gabe. I threw away a card, so we have our 6, so we are safe to, we can still throw away stuff we don't think is important. But
Okay, alright.
are we supposed to solve this yet? I have no idea what's going on. I don't even know what cities we're in. We're supposed to be solving the case, and I don't know if we're in Boston or New York or in Madrid.
Julian's mobile phone has a message from Martina on Thursday saying, on Saturday, remember to bring everything on the list I gave you and make sure Granny doesn't wear the blue dress, please. So there's a list of stuff.
But it's for the wedding, right?
Yeah. Maybe at the top of the list
Is a hacksaw to get.
is Javier.
Well, but she said she didn't care about Javier, right? Like, she said that Julian is the one... my father's been half his life in prison. My uncle Julian is like a father to me.
Julian and Nuria's car. Does this line up at all?
What? Why would that matter?
I don't know. Why would they have floor plans?
Because I feel like they just, copied and pasted, some Photoshop elements.
Okay, I'm still
Anyway.
I'm still thinking escape room then.
Look at this.
All right.
Oh, wait, there, this is yours.
Oh.
Look at this red hot fire right here. Julian's schedule. Saturday 26th, that's the previous Saturday, phone mom. Wednesday the 29th, 19 o'clock match, probably basketball, because he likes to watch basketball. Friday the 31st, 8:30 a.m., visit Javier.
Dun, dun, dun.
So he visited Javier before he went to Martina's house and before he went to the airport and then left the airport. And then it says that next day, 11 o'clock, Martina's wedding. And then Monday, 9 a.m., visit Javier.
What is even happening?
Well, I don't know.
Is Javier in jail in New York?
He must be, right?
Right?
If you have the 10 o'clock flight, how can you visit Javier at 8:30 a.m.?
Okay.
And he'd be back on Monday to visit him again. Maybe to tell him how the wedding went. I don't know. I got it.
What?
This card got it. Wait, do your turn, but I think I got it. Wow.
Alright, I'm going to say that this is not important.
Okay. So, I think this could be the key to the case right here.
Okay, yeah.
I won't say what I think yet. You see what you think. Nuria declared, it struck me as a little strange when Julian went to the hairdresser 3 days ago. He got a very short haircut, almost a shaved head. He's never done that before.
He's switching
That's what I'm
places
thinking.
with the
That's what I'm
brother.
thinking, right? Because they look like they're identical
they're
twins,
like
right?
twins.
So he wants to let his brother go to the dang wedding. So he shaved his head, went to visit him, and then flipped with him.
Oh my god.
So then why couldn't he get on the airplane? Because he went in at 10:50 and then left at 11:32.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. I'm sure they have cameras and guards everywhere during visits. But let's pretend for a second that Boston's criminal justice system is terrible.
Right.
Yeah, so they must have switched so he could go to the wedding, but then he didn't go to the wedding. And he sat outside of Nuria's house. Maybe he wanted to go in and say, I love you, my daughter. I'm sorry, Martina. I love you, but out of your life. But he chickened out. Maybe he chickened out of going to the wedding, too.
Maybe.
Oh, man, what if he was supposed to get on the plane to go to the wedding, but he's like, yo, I'd rather run my criminal empire and let my brother rot in jail as me for the rest of his life. And that's why he left the airport and now is nowhere to be seen. What if he ditched his brother in jail?
Oh, my God.
He's an evil criminal dude, right? That's what he'd do.
What a bastard.
Anyway, we got to play our last two cards. So,
all right.
With our current theory, say whether they're face up or face down.
All right, so this is face up. None of the apartment's entrances were forced, and no windows opened.
Which makes sense, because he would have had the keys coming back if they switched clothes.
Right.
All right, that one I don't think matters.
All right, I'll put it down just in case, right? Julian's boss declared he asked for a salary increase a few months ago, but we didn't have the money for it.
Maybe you need to, pay somebody to help with the prison
Or,
switch?
I don't know if, there were costs incurred.
Yeah. I don't think this one matters either. All right. So we want to check out the questions?
Yes.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Okay, do it.
Who has searched the apartment? Because remember they said, stuff was missing.
Yeah.
Julian, Nuria, the cleaning lady, someone else.
Nuria, because she's the one who
they're saying, who ransacked the apartment before she got home.
Oh, who ransacked the apartment? Oh, okay.
I would say someone else, right?
Someone
It's
else.
Javier, trying to steal stuff before he runs off.
Yeah, someone else.
How did that person get in? With their keys, with borrowed keys, with stolen keys, someone inside let them in.
With
borrowed, right? I guess would be the definition, because I think Julian meant to give him this stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Where is Julian right now? On a plane. He is trapped somewhere. His whereabouts are unknown. It's irrelevant to the case. I feel like we're right. Okay, so he's trapped, right?
Yep.
Where is Javier right now? On a plane. He is trapped somewhere. His whereabouts are unknown. It's irrelevant to the case. Unknown, right? He's in the wind. Yeah, he's gone. He's a jerk.
Oh, he's the worst.
Wait, what? Where's the cleaning lady right now? On a plane. She's trapped somewhere. Oh, it's irrelevant to the case. Okay, I was about to say, I was like, don't throw a cleaning lady at me. Why did Julian get a haircut? For convenience. To hide his illness.
What?
To pretend to be someone else.
To pretend to be someone.
All right, I'm feeling pretty good about this.
Yes.
Why did Julian's car rush off as soon as Martina got close? The driver didn't want to talk to her. The driver didn't want to see her before the wedding. The driver just robbed her house. It was coincidence.
There isn't in all of the above.
No, A. You said he didn't want to talk to her.
He didn't want to talk to her.
Yeah.
Well, wait, what was B?
B was didn't want to see her before the wedding, but he's not going to the wedding.
He's not going to the wedding.
Will Javier go to Martina's wedding tomorrow?
Nope.
Probably yes. No, because he's not been invited. No, because he's not allowed to. No, because it's something else he'd rather do.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
He'd rather be a free man.
That's right. Why did Julian wear an old suit? He wanted to lend it. He put on weight. He knew the suit was going to be damaged. He wanted to smuggle something.
I
would say either smuggle something or lend it.
I think lend it.
Lend it makes more sense because he wasn't sure if it would fit Javier, maybe?
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
Well,
that's not going to help us know whether he's...
One kid is slightly...
All right. Let's say lend it.
Portlier than the
Which
other.
character is going to suffer the most because of what happened? Javier, Julian, Martina, Isaac. Julian's sitting in jail for his brother, man.
Yep.
All right. So now we unfold it.
Oh, boy.
All right. So, take away 1 point for each of the following cards on the table. So here, let's check for these.
9.
4. So we're losing 5 points for irrelevant cards being up. Okay, and then we get 2 points for each correct answer. So let's see. Someone else has searched the apartment. You got that. That's 2. How'd they get in? With borrowed keys. Got it. That's 4.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Julian, he's trapped, or Julian, he's trapped. That's 6.
Oh, dude.
Whereas Javier, unknown. That's 8.
Uh-oh.
Cleaning lady, irrelevant. That's 10. Pretend to be someone else with a haircut. That's 12. Driver want to talk to her. That's 14. Here's something else you'd rather do. That's 16. Yeah, he wanted to lend it. We got the suit right. That's 18. And Julian's going to suffer the most. Okay, so we got every question right, but we lost 5 points, which makes us Mycroft Holmes.
All right.
Don't let your brother's reputation affect your talent. It's not for nothing that you work for Her Majesty's government. It's weird. It's like the British thing, but it's like a Spanish game.
Yeah,
but we're in Boston. I don't know.
Kind of interesting.
I will also note, by the way, that Mycroft Holmes was always portrayed in the books as being more intelligent than Sherlock Holmes. He just didn't want to leave his office. Okay, so here's the revelation. Julian Rota has a twin brother, Javier, who is in prison carrying out a long sentence. Julian's niece, Martina Rota, is getting married tomorrow, and since Javier's prison furlough to attend the ceremony has been denied, the two brothers agree to exchange their identities during a family visit and then change back during the next planned visit on Monday.
Oh my gosh.
To ensure the...
Julian is an idiot. Sorry.
I mean, he didn't know his brother was... I mean, that's pretty low. Mm-hmm. To ensure the plan's success, Julian makes preparations for the switch. He cuts his hair to resemble his brother's looks, wears a suit that will disguise Javier's body, and creates an alibi for Javier to spend the weekend away from Nuria, lessening the risk that he's discovered. Oh, that's what the New York trip was about. In spite of everything being settled, Julian is nervous and he could not sleep the previous night. His concerns turned out to be well-founded because Javier decided not to keep his part of the deal. Of course. Instead of going to the hotel as planned, he goes to his brother's apartment using his keys and takes everything he needs to escape. He goes by his daughter's house to see her one last time and drives to the airport in order to fly somewhere without extradition treaties. However, when he arrives there, he realizes there is one detail he didn't consider. Julian's passport is expired. Oh, that's why he didn't ditch. Flying within the U.S. would be easily traceable and restrict his later movements, so Javier chooses to escape by car. His current whereabouts are unknown. Javier, you dog!
How could you?
You dog, you.
Oh, snap.
All right, so that's the Sherlock Files, the demo. Real games will be coming from Indie Boarding Cards, so I'm not going to do a full review for this one because it's a single, one-off game and it's just a demo. What do you think, sweetie?
No, I liked it. I was having trouble getting myself out of the escape room mindset.
Sure.
Which is, I think, why I held on to things a little bit more readily than I might otherwise have. But I think probably the only complaint that I had, just because I didn't necessarily see the impact on the outcome of the game very much, was the just like saying nothing but the underlined.
Yeah, that's my biggest. I'm like, why? Because I mean, honestly, if you just play a card on your turn and then can freely discuss the cards that are up, that's all you need for the game. I have no idea why they have like the paperclip underlining thing. It just seems silly.
Right.
Because nothing that was ever underlined ever gave you enough information for you to be like, play that card. That one matters. Yeah, it's a weird design choice.
And then maybe limit some of the extraneous items in the artwork.
Yeah, or like say they don't matter. I don't know. Like they're trying to make these all, if you can see in the camera, they're trying to make these all look like real life objects. But I don't know, man. I'd be fine if it was just text, honestly.
Well,
I guess it's nice to have like the actual invitation and that kind of thing.
Which is neat, but then hone in on the invitation and don't declutter it.
The art's meh. Look at that. Doesn't that look like they took like a real photo of something?
Well,
that one too,
I
and
mean,
just like kind of put.
Some of these have been traced.
Yeah, like it's weird to have like clearly fake paper that they've like put some like fake text on and then have like a real window in the background. Just personally, I don't like the whole like I'd rather it all be illustrated if it were me.
Right.
But I like the whole like what's relevant and what's not, and like potentially throwing away a card and never being able to discuss it. Like I think that's kind of fun.
No, I think that was good.
Can I say, by the way, where is the wedding? Where are you getting married, Martina? Because I still have no idea, right?
Well, yeah, I feel like there are ways that maybe they could tie up some of the loose ends and maybe make the story a little bit tighter.
But yeah, see, clearly like the policia, like they need to get their localization a little bit tightened up.
Yep.
I mean, I wish they'd not put it in Boston and New York. Like if it was in Spanish towns originally, why didn't they just use those? You know?
Yeah, I do feel like maybe there needs to be some continuity editing in the artwork. Because it threw me off a bit.
Anyway, but yeah, I mean, it was fun. It was fun. I would not, based on this, I think I'd play it again.
Yeah, I would play it again.
But without the dumb, I just would play cards.
Yeah, I mean...
Like, the underlining, silly.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Vidi.
You're welcome. That was fun.
We'll see you at the next stop.